settled down the past year, guys. A lot of shit. But that's not really what I'm here to talk about today, is it? Yeah, today I want to talk to you about music as meditation. A lot of people kind of forget about that, just how compatible those two things are, especially as a spiritual person. Um, by the way, if you have not had Bengal spice, Jesus, so good. Yeah, try that out. Non-sponsored video. I don't even think there is a specific brand for Bengal spice, but Jesus is a good tea. Anyway, so music as meditation. So first of all, we kind of have to think, what is meditation? Well, it's a number of different things. There's several different forms of meditation, and each of them are good for a different type of thing. It's mind training, in a sense. It's yoga for the mind. And so you can have mindfulness meditation, in which you're just kind of like being mindful of everything, being mindful of your breath, what your clothing feels like on your skin, the noises around you, things that are going on, but you're not paying attention to the thoughts that are coming up in a reaction to what you're mindful of. Then you can have mantra meditation, where you repeat, you chant a specific phrase, prayer, mantra, whatever, which is imbued with a certain intent, and that kind of puts you deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into a very specific frame of mind. Then you can have transcendental meditation, which is a whole other can of worms. Kundalini meditation, it's like bringing the Kundalini energy up from the root and out through the crown. It's used in a lot of like miracle work, and different types of meditation are more conducive to music, and that's simply because of the nature of music, what you have to do with your mind in order to play music, and some of the types of meditation are not really compatible with playing music. But that is irrelevant, because today I'm talking about how you can, as a musician, or even as a beginning musician, or really anything which involves a concept called kensho, or satori, which I'll go into detail later, can be used as meditation. So, meditation, it improves our ability to stay calm and concentrate, as well as it gives us like a valuable insight as to the nature of how your own particular mind kind of ticks, because everyone's mind is a little bit different. Music also gives us an insight of ourselves in the ways that different genres evoke various emotions from different people. One person will not have the same reaction to a certain genre as another person necessarily will. And in taking a musical journey, you can kind of discover things about yourself, like how certain things make you feel. If it's really happy music, do you push that off and go, that's lame? Or do you embrace it and kind of feel happy about it? If it's really depressing, kind of sad, poignant music, do you go, oh my god, it's so emo, like, get that away from me? Or do you take the time to sit there and respect the emotion for a second? Or if it's rap, I don't consider rap music for a reason, I have time. I don't consider rap music because music, in my definition, consists of three elements: melody, rhythm, and emotion. Rap tends to usually only have two of those, and usually it's rhythm and emotion. Not a lot of melody. Like, you can't really whistle to rap, so I don't really consider it music. However, I do still consider it vocal sound art. It is sound art, okay? Just like I don't really consider Vedic chanting music, per se, but it's still a form of art, if you ask me. Regardless, it kind of gives you a different type of insight into yourself than meditation, but nonetheless still can help you to develop a better sense of how you think. Now, playing music requires that your mind be simultaneously like calm and concentrated But at the same time, you must not linger on a single note or single phrase for too long, or else the entire flow is disrupted. The music, it stops. It stops the way it was intended, or it stops flowing the way it was intended. You have to be aware of your rhythm on this level that is somewhere between conscious and subconscious. It's it's strange how rhythm is kind of how you are aware of rhythm while you're playing music, because it's not something you're constantly counting like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, and like it's not like that. I mean, if it's a really complex rhythm, then maybe, but most of the time it's just kind of like implied, and you are aware of it. You're like you're jamming along to it, but you're not you're not making it like a task. You're just kind of it flows with you. So it's somewhere, like I said, somewhere in between subconscious and conscious. You also have to be, yeah, I have notes here, by the way, because I'm tired, okay? Kill me. You have to be ever aware, but also detached, so as to allow the music to flow as intended. And what I mean by that is you have to, like if you're playing a scripted song, you have to be aware of the way the song is supposed to sound. You gotta know where you are in the song, what comes next, what came before, how to make it all work together nicely. But at the same time, you can't attach yourself to thinking about what comes next the entire time. Otherwise, you will, I promise, you will train wreck. And this is coming from someone who's been playing music for 15 years. You will train wreck if you focus too much on what's coming next, what's coming next, what's coming next. You have to let it flow. Just be aware. Be aware of the song and know how the song sounds, and then it will go. It will just naturally happen. So, given all of these things about music, it requires you to be simultaneously calm and concentrated. You must not linger on a single note for too long, and you have to be aware of your rhythm, somewhere between conscious and subconscious, and be ever aware, but also detached. What does that sound like to you? Does that sound a little bit familiar? Because if you ask me, it sounds a lot like meditation. With meditation, you are simultaneously calm and concentrated in meditation. You're not really concentrating on anything in particular a lot of the time. Sometimes you are, though, a mantra or visualization or a picture. You can't linger on a single note. And in meditation, one could say a thought. Or, because like everyone knows that thoughts come and go in meditation. Like, you've probably heard that saying, proper meditation is a lot like watching the clouds go by in the sky. You don't watch them, you just let them go by. Or like, if you have ever watched a river, it's like, instead of letting your eye follow the stick that goes down the river, you just let it pass by. You're aware that it went there, but you're not following it. And that's much the way that playing music will go as well. Another thing is you need to be subconsciously and consciously aware of your rhythm. What would that be in meditation? Breath. You're subconsciously aware of it all the time, but you are also, in meditation specifically, you're also somewhat conscious of your breathing. You need to make sure that you're breathing deeply and slowly, or if it's Kundalini meditation, then, make sure that you're breathing quickly and with short breaths. If you're doing fire breathing, that kind of thing. It's important that you're consciously aware, but also, in a sense, subconsciously aware. Because, like I said,